Hi, this is a quick demo of the ArtPlacer platform. We log in and we're in the main dashboard where you have the different features that we can access. Here in Artworks is where our customers will add their art catalog. Go back here, we have library spaces, which provide more than 1,000 spaces which have been curated by us, and they can be sorted by different categories. So our users can select one space, for instance this one, and they can automatically place art into the walls without having to set up anything. As you can see, the perspective is preserved. They can then modify the position. They can add a frame to the artwork if they like. They can also change, they can add a shadow if you want, like a right shadow, for instance, change the spread, etc., etc. And then once they like their setup, they can save it. So they can save it as saved one. And once it's saved, they can go back to the save setups and they have access to this setup right here. And they can modify it, they can add more art, or they can actually share it via email to their clients, or they can download it to share it as a PDF. Going back to the dashboard, then they have My Spaces, which is a place where they can upload their own space. Here's an example of a room. I'm going to call it living room. And this, assuming it's like my house or a space of mine, I will go and I'll add it. And then all you do, there's an onboard help, you click on a wall and you actually delimit the wall. You mark the wall, you specify the area of the wall, you give it a size, whatever, height, and then you get it done. And you go to the next one, and it will default to the same height, but you can modify that, of course, if it's the area is smaller or bigger. Here we go. We are pretty much done here. Save and finish. And then again, you can just pick an artwork and display it on the wall. More than one, and as before, of course, you can use frames, lighting, etc. Then you have the frames here, which are custom frames that we made to be used, but you can also build your own frame. You can specify a specific material, a color, whether it's a floating frame or not, whether it has a mat or not, color of the mat, the spread of the mat, etc., etc., etc. Once you're done, you save it and you can utilize your own frame. Now we go back to the dashboard and I show you widget. Widget is actually a way to insert ArtPlacer's functionality into our clients' websites. So what you do here is you create a new widget, you specify the type of widget there are. There's three types: client room, sample room, or AR, which allows you to view the artwork with our augmented reality app, free to download from the stores. But anyways, let's create a sample room one. So you select one here. Let's say we select a room. You can change different settings like the language of the widget, the information, whether the artwork will be resizable, whether you can show frames, whether you can add more artworks, etc. Once all this is set, some code is created, and this is the code that you will insert into your website. Here's an example of one of our users that is using the widget. They chose this particular space to display their art, but again, you can upload your own image. Clients can upload their own images and see how they look in their own homes, or they can view with AR, which here I'm in a desktop, so I can't, but I could just scan this code and it would automatically open the mobile app or take me to the store to download it, so you can view it through the device's camera into your own room. Then if I go back here, another thing that we give our users is visibility in our Discover page, which is basically a place which will be a marketplace very soon, hopefully, where we display different exhibitions, different galleries, different artworks Oh, we can list other galleries here, 926. Once you select a specific gallery, you can actually see their works, and you have access. The gallery has access to the widgets, which is great for from some galleries, or also for some artists that may not have a very fancy website, and they can still use ArtPlacer's functionality right here. Going back here, the final thing I'll show you is our latest feature, which is virtual exhibitions. Virtual exhibitions allow you to curate a show. As you can see here, you can go and you can curate a specific show. You can select, for instance, this one, which is our smallest gallery. We have up to 7 different galleries. Test. Author is Nicholas Michael. Date, description, you can enter file, which would be a PDF file that our users can download, or visitors can download. Here you start curating. So basically, it automatically will create this gallery, but we have to add artworks. So we will add art or text or whatever needs to be done here, put in the walls. I think this one has up to 18, so I think that should be more than enough. Here it is, our gallery is being created. You can, for instance, you might not like this particular artwork, so you can, you can delete that artwork by simply going here and deleting it, and then you can add a new one if you want, maybe like another photograph. Then you can go back and you can, for instance, you can switch the position of artworks by simply doing that. You can click on an artwork, you can add a frame to it. It is. And then once you're satisfied with it, you save the exhibition, and you can go back, and then you have to publish it, and then you have to share this code with your users or insert it into your website so it can be displayed on their user's website. If I go back to the Discover page, we have here right now like 56 virtual exhibitions. We feature a few of them. Here's one, and here you'll see it's a different kind of gallery. This is a bigger one than the one I just created, but will give you a good idea of what our members are doing. Here it is. Here's the gallery. So you can go to a specific artwork. You can click on the artwork. You can click on the buy button if they set one, and you can actually buy it here. Try to buy it. You can inquire, or you can view with augmented reality. You can also go learn about the exhibition. Well, there's no information that you enter here, but you can go to artworks. You can also navigate them by going to a specific artwork. So you can see right here. That's it. So basically, that's ArtPlacer in a nutshell. Thanks very much.